Oh, hey. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Might have noticed new haircut. Hey. So today in this video, I just wanted to sort of get a little more detailed into what my goals are for the year. So I mentioned in the video that a couple of different ways that I wanted to improve my game was through possibly taking a good hard look at my technique and any ways I can improve there just in the swing itself. But also I wanted to enter a lot more competitions this year and really test my game under pressure. And I think that would also really improve my sort of course strategy and round management. I actually qualified a couple weeks ago for the SCGA Amateur Net Championship, which is going to be at Industry Hills Golf Course on April 9th and 10th. And I'm just really looking forward to it. This is going to be my first like legit multiple round tournament. I've done a couple one-day events, a couple charity tournaments, but this is going to be real pressure. There's a lot of golfers traveling from all over California to be in this thing. I'm going to be driving over 2 hours just to get to this place. Never played the course before. So it's going to be a little daunting, but I really think that if I just focus and keep the ball in play, I could actually do pretty well. Traffic's not too bad, and it is a beautiful day. Really looking forward to it. Oh, I'm playing, by the way, today. And I'm pretty excited because actually this will be the first real time that I get to use my shot scope, which is a GPS golf watch and tag system. It keeps track of your stats, driving distance, driving accuracy. The main difference between ShotScope and the other stat tracking devices is that you'd never have to tag. Everything's sort of automatic, and it's really nice because I did definitely know this with the Game Golf, and even when I was just using the Game Golf Live app, it was really easy for me to forget to tag a shot, especially putting or short game. I was just frustrated. I lipped out a putt and just walked up and tapped it in. I wouldn't remember until maybe 2 holes later that I forgot. Then I'd have to go home, go into the software, edit the shots, try and remember each pin location, because what's the use of spending $200-300 on a system like this if you're not going to get accurate stats that you can use. What I like about the shot scope is there's a button on the watch. When you're on the green, it'll automatically pop up on the screen an option to, they call it pin collect. You hold the watch, or I guess your wrist, your hand, right over the hole after you putt out, and you just select how many putts you took. You can go from 1 to 4. Hopefully you don't need more than 4. It automatically saves, the pin location for every hole, and that just makes your putting stats, your short game stats, everything after the tee shot, every shot after that becomes infinitely more accurate because you can really show how close you get to the hole, and how you are, your performance is the closer you get to the hole. So I got here pretty late. Only have about 6 or 7 minutes till our tee time. So I think I'm just gonna roll some quick putts, get a feel for the greens, and I guess warm into the swing. So what I usually do here whenever I get to a course and practice my putting is I'll just set up a few balls and just do what I call shoulder to shoulder putting strokes, which basically the feel that I'm having is that my hands go back to my shoulders and then go forward to my shoulders, and then I pace out how far the balls go, both uphill and downhill, and that kind of gives me a good idea of the speed of the greens. And then I'll move on to actually trying to make some putts to a target. It's my friend Dustin. Dustin, what's your handicap right now? 7-3. 7-3. So this is gonna be a pretty even match. You down for a little match play today? Any pipes in? Alright guys, back at the house now, and let's go over my last round there with Dustin. So I got there kind of running a little bit late, didn't really have time to get on the range, but overall with my full swing that didn't really seem to be a problem, but I just couldn't chip or putt to save my life. The greens were kind of slow and it just took me a while to really get used to it. And on top of that, I had 2 penalty shots. One of the penalty shots was just a bad swing. I just hooked it into the hazard, but the second one was actually just a really stupid, careless mistake. I probably could have gone for it in 2 on this par 5 and tried to play safe and just blocked it just right enough. When I got up to where I thought my ball had gone, I realized that the landing area for the layup was smaller than the landing area if I had just gone for it. That's just bad course management and a bad swing on top of it. So you can see my stats here. I had 61.5% of my fairways. Like I said, the driver and the 3-wood were working very well. I was actually working a lot on hitting a 3-wood kind of stinger shot, which is partly inspired by just Tiger being back in golf. And I just really was itching to hit that shot a lot on the course, and I was able to pull it off pretty consistently. Something to remember going into the tournament. Here is really where I really just did not do well. I basically gave away my round here on the greens. I just couldn't make anything. From 0 to 6 feet I was actually pretty decent, 88%. I mean, I was lagging putts okay, but I had a few 3 putts, 35 putts total overall, just all around just really bad putting stats. Well, I'm actually not too surprised that that's where I struggled. Going into this tournament, I've really been spending a lot of time at the range working on my full swing because my driver was kind of getting a little crooked and I wanted to sort that out. But you could see that my neglecting the short game area and really putting some practice into that really ended up showing. I feel like I get really exposed in a tournament setting, so that's something I really definitely need to work on. The other thing I kind of noticed while I was editing the video is that my alignment seems to be a little off. Either setting up my shoulders too open or lining up my feet too closed. I've been trying to play more of a cut on the course consistently, so I think it's more the latter, that my feet are setting up too close. I need to be better about setting up alignment sticks whenever I'm at the range. I do it sometimes, but definitely not consistently enough. Alright, so that about does it with that round. Definitely some stuff I need to work on, but also some stuff that I saw some improvement in and I'm really pleased about. Hopefully I can just keep on grinding.
Oh, why do you think I was so happy, John?